Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nesha, and we are playing KSP 1.31. So today we're gonna build a Mun Lander with parts from Making History DLC. So that's really exciting, and I've already made a design here, but I've decided to do the usual. Let's see how I may put it all together, because I actually had a contract here that I completely missed that to plant a flag on the moon, so I think we will send Yabadiah to the moon in this weird youth-like thing. So let's start building that. So the cool thing is now we have a completely new pod here for re-entry. Well, why it has a re-entry in its name is because it actually has an ablator, which is the one that protects you from heat when you're doing re-entry to the atmosphere when everything heats up so much. So that's a kind of a cool thing. But another interesting thing about this pod is that it already has a decoupler right here built in to that, so that's new too. So there are free version of them, different. I think I haven't checked them out too much, but I think the big difference is minimum crew capacity. I think they put a crew in every of these round things here, because this is the crew hatch here. You can see the small window there. So that's that. So what we want to do is build a lander, and as usual you want to be wide so you can be fat, so you can spread out over a large area, which will make you not tip over in vacuum, which is not that fun. When you tip over, you have to send a rescue vehicle, and that is a lot of work. We don't want to do that. Interesting enough, I think the contract gave us 129,000 to plant the flag, so we have a kind of budget, and I think we will not go over it, or I hope I will not. So of course we're going with everything with look here. Let's just see here. Let's go for that look. We're gonna go with a different look, because now we have new textures for our parts here. We will start here. So here we have our base. I liked the shape. I'm kind of going with the 30 science fiction theme here, so everything is gonna try to be around here. So let's see, let's get this one here. But the thing is, I think it gets a little bit too tall there. So first of all, I want to have that color so it blends in. So what I want to do here, because we don't want to have a tall one, we want to be wide so we can spread out. That would make it easier, and it looks kind of cool. Probably not the best way in the world, but as usual, I'm in that way when I'm designing things for more function. So I kind of try to find my form, and then I try to make it function. So let's see here. First of all, we want to move up this part a notch. I think we want to move it up there. So yes, we are officially cheating here, but I kind of like that because it will be go fine later here. So yeah, it will look fine later, because otherwise it will be so tall, and I kind of like this congested look here. So we also have new structural panels. I must say the category that I feel is most lacking in KSP overall is the structural part, because you kind of want to have thousands of structural parts. Yes, there is of course mods, but as I'm doing a YouTube series, I don't want to use mods because we don't know how long they will be supported. That's why I like to make an history one, because as long as these new parts will always be supported. So let's see here. I want to make it like that, and let's see here. And we want 4 of those, and then you need to always finding with the key to spin the right way. Always like that. Okay, cool. So the reason why I want it shaped like that, as you can see, it's all about design again. I want to have a lateral look, and that is kind of complementing the shape of the pod. So no, I'm not a professional designer, of course, but yeah, but I always like to design stuff and build stuff. So then that's why I kind of always work for that. Okay, let's just turn this new part here. So yes, they are triangular here, so you can make many shapes here, and they are with these ones too, and not only that they are white. Oh, that's not... Did I get the wrong size? I think so. So there we go. So what? First of all, we don't want it to be white. We want that way. It breaks up. It gives this illusion that it's not that squarey. Is that the word? But it doesn't look so squarey any longer. So it breaks up the shape of it. So it gets a little bit more subtle. So that's why I did it like that. And then we want to add some new fuel. This is a new fuel tanks too, and I want to add them like that. So now we have a UFO, and as you can see, the 45 angle continues here. So yeah, and we still have that one. So really, yeah, I'm really happy about that. And then we have different here, and I want to go with those one. It kind of looks like a 70s. It looks like a sports shoes. It's those fancy sports shoes you buy at the store with a different fine. And that is my favorite color, orange. That's why I'm so happy to have that. Maybe I don't think NASA will hire me for my designs and name. What the f is it doing? Yeah, sorry for swearing. I try to. Yeah, I will beep that. As this is a game for kids too. So otherwise, I swear in some of my videos if it's a grown-up game, but otherwise I try to avoid it. So we now also, strangely enough, we are here in the new category of the couplers. We have a very cool new thing here. So what this is actually a modifiable, so we can press on different ones here. So you can see, yeah, we get different, how many engines we want. We want 3 of them, just because, yeah, that looks cool. And we don't need that. We will have a thrust to weight ratio that will become a little bit crazy. But yes, this is also a cool, very cool engines you can use on that is new, that you can use on landers, I think. And as I can see, the vacuum ISP is quite well, but it's kind of thirsty. So yeah, we probably don't need more than 2, or you can make them as support. I will just add some fuel lights. Otherwise, one of the things with structure things, they are not like the other metal structure things that has crossfeed. So this has no crossfeed, so there is no fuel going from these 2 tags to these ones where we have our engines. So I have to fix that. First of all, I want to go back down. Okay. So what we want to do now is kind of... Okay, I will wait with those. I will set them here for now, just so we can see the delta V. So you can see here, that was not really bad actually for this time, because the thrust to weight ratio, yeah, we have 3000 delta V here. Yeah, so we have more than enough delta V to use those if you wanted. You can do a very cool contraption. If you want to build a lander all in white with the new stuffs here, you could probably do that. Maybe for later, but they are a little bit more powerful than the engines I want to use here. These engines doesn't weigh a lot, but we will put 3 of them. So on everyone here, so that's 12 engines, so that's 12 times 0.1, so they are, it's almost a ton. But why I like this, always liked these engines for lander designs, is that they are super light, so you don't have to do things. So one of the things here we see also, we can decide how long it is. Let's see if we can just attach the coupler here somewhere, so we can see how it works. It's gonna be, will be a double function here. So you can see there, we can now decide, put the couplers there, and then you can decide how far they want to be. I will put them on short because we don't need any. We will not even be using that function of it. So yes, I will just wanted to show you that. So that's really cool, because now it's really easy to do nice designs, because yeah, there is a lot of new procedural parts where you can decide how long they are. We will not be using them, but when I was talking about the Spark engine here, it's very light, and it has a lot of power, so you can have a lot of them, and I kind of like to have a lot of them because it's easy to get a high thrust weight ratio. The ISP is also excellent, so yeah, it's one of my favorite vacuum engines, especially for landers. So, but for the moment we have a thrust to weight ratio of 1.96, which is way more than I will ever need. So I will actually nerf them here a bit, because yes, I don't feel like I need so strong engines, so yeah. But I want a lot of them anyway because it looks cool. That's the kind of important here. So let's see, I think I set them to 33, so 1/3 of their strength here. So that's that. So that will also, otherwise we will burn through it. It's very nice to have a high thrust to weight ratio on the lander, but we don't need as much as we have right now. So I'm thinking from round 1 on these ones, because yeah, we can check out the Mun category here. Let's see. That would put us at 3.89. That's quite nice. I think that is good enough. Maybe we should yank them up a little bit to 40. Just to give us a little bit more weight. So 5 is really good, because then I can... It really depends on what you're gonna do. Are you gonna land on a special place? Then I really prefer to have a really high thrust to weight ratio, so I can change course very fast and adjust very fast. You make small adjustments very fast, but for just landing here, I think this would be more than enough thrust to weight ratio for us here. Okay, so cool. So let's get rid of those. So there we go. So we of course need some lander gear on these rockets here. I'm just looking for how it looks. Yes, it looks it's nice. Also, it complements the engines here with the orange thing here that I really like. So we don't, as we have the small engines, I think we can get away by using one of the smaller things here. So let's see here. We don't want it like that. I think we have to turn it around a bit to move it back there. So let's see here. Let's first rotate it a bit. So like that. But I don't like how it sticks up there. It breaks the profile of it. So let's see. Let's move them. If I place them here, I can see on the sides how it looks. I think we want to move them inwards a bit, actually. So now it looks nice. Let's see how it looks retracted. Let's go to place. Click on it. Oh no, I picked it up. Let's move it a little bit more. Oh. Let's retract it. Oh, it's always something. I feel like it is. I think I want to move it inwards a bit now. So let's see. And now it's in snapping mode. Let's turn off snapping so we can get a fine tune. We can just draw it inwards here. Okay, let's hope it doesn't look retarded now. Otherwise, yes, it looks really nice there. Tucks in nicely. It looks like it should. Yeah, I want it to look as it is a part of the ship. So let's hope the gravity will be higher here at Kerbal. So let's just get ourselves to the launch pad and try it out just to see, so it doesn't spring too much and smack into the onions. Usually I will be able to land in very slow speed, but it's nice to have some safety options if it's needed here. So let's load. So let's see. Physics, yes. That looks really nice. Okay, cool. So we are more or less done with that thing. So let's go back to vehicle assembly building. Sip my tea a bit. Okay, so cool. So we make those changes we want. The reason why I placed everything in this pattern, I will rotate it now, is because it's a lot easier to build when everything lines up here. But otherwise, if you want to rotate the thing, it will be 45 degrees wrong. So that's why it's easier to rotate things. So what I want to do now is rotate this. So let's just put on snapping again. And we will pick it up and put it like this. And then we want to push it upwards just before it snaps like that. Because we want that angle. Yes, cool. Good. I'm thinking of... Let's turn it off just because we can, and yes, it's one of those videos I really want it to be like that. And if I can move it a tiny bit outwards, it will be... It would be very nice if we can get a line there, a profile line there, but it will break up. So let's see. So now it's almost a pyramid. It's just a design thing. It's not really needed. It will actually just make things more difficult, but I kind of like that. It will be a more stable looking. Yes, it will be look more well designed. Okay, so let's put down the fuel duct. I'm actually thinking about maybe going with 2 fuel ducts just for looks. So what we want to do here is have the same angle as the yellow one, so we don't break up the patterns, so we get patterns here. So otherwise, so around here. That's nice. So when I'm looking for the side, it fits in, but it looks kind of... I wonder, should we put 2 fuel duct lines, because yes, it looks cooler. I don't think they weigh so much. This is kind of weird. It's not needed. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's put the other ones a little bit more central. So we want to have them there. I'm not sure what will happen if you have double fuel lines. Hopefully I will not break the game or break something, so it's not working as it should. So that looks cool. Yes, it looks a lot better because yeah, it doesn't break up the pattern. Okay, cool. So let's think about functional things. We want to have one of these, of course, so we can land with our parachute. Otherwise we actually have parachutes on the Kerbals now, so we could just ditch it and jump out. But I kind of think that's a little bit wasteful, because everything we can gather to back, I don't really care what I lose here, but you get some money back by bringing stuff back. But this one was so cheap, so it will not make a big dent in our budgets, even if we throw it away. So we want some elixir trees. Let's just see here, how much do we have inside this pod? So electric charge of 50, yeah, that's nice. So let's get one of the electric ones. I want some solar panels. We could go... So let's see, let's turn on snap. 45. Like that. Let's see. I kind of like that because it looks like it's a children's UFO. So yes, we don't need 4 solar panels, but yes, we are making this just because I like how it looks. So bam. So let's get those away. We're in communication. How is the communication things going in this one? I haven't familiarized myself so much. Let's see. I haven't familiarized myself so much with pods here, so it's new for me. We have an internal antenna of 5K. Isn't that exactly like this one? That one is 500K. Yeah, we're going to the moon, so yeah, let's be sure about. Should we go with the 4 antennas? I'm just... So if we go in that pattern... It looks too busy. We don't want it to look too busy. So maybe we should just... We could put it in the parachute. So I think I want to do that instead. Well, just one. Otherwise, it will look too busy with too many antennas. And as we have four of those. Let's see if I can get it to snap there. That's kind of in the middle, isn't it? Cool. So now we have an antenna, and it kind of looks like an insect. Yeah, so what I gathered from this pod, let's see here, there is no rotation wheels. So if I check here, there is no turn off, torque off, or something like that. There is nothing like that. We can find out the correct term as soon as I have added a rotation wheel, because I want to do it. And I would guess that most of our weight is around here, so having our... Let's find out. Yeah, so as I said, yeah, there is most of our weight is around here, so it's always preferable if you can, or if it's possible, to have your rotation wheels where you have the center of mass, because it will turn a lot easier then, because otherwise you want to try it. It's kind of like when you're lifting a long stick at the end of it instead of the middle of it. Yeah, so, and it looks kind of cool there too. So let's find out what the term is. Toggle torque. Yes, I wasn't retarded here. So cool. So what we want to do now, we have 2,689. I'm wondering, I thought it was gonna be more. I'm just gonna put it away. Yes, it actually pumped the fuel twice, I think, because you see, if I put it back. Weird. Let's get away that center of mass. So now we have 2 fuel dogs. Let's just get closer and zoom down. So let's see if I remove it and put it down again. But this is just one. So you can see 163. Let's make 4 of those. I've never done it like this, because I never had a reason for it. Yes, we'll use a little bit delta V. Okay, we will go with just one fuel dogs there. That's more than enough. Okay, so our dear Jebediah will not be able to climb up there, so we have to fly in there, and then we will fly right into the solar panels, and then our batteries will be out, and then we'll be screwed and stuck on moon maybe. So yeah, let's remedy that future disaster by adding one of these. It doesn't weigh a lot, actually. I thought this was going to weigh a lot more. So let's see, go back to one symmetry. We want it to be around here, and let's get that out. We don't want it like that, because that will not be helpful. So let's rotate. And now it's snapping to 45 degrees. Let's turn off. And I think this will actually clip through the ground. I'm not sure. We will find out when we get it turn it on. So now we have a nice climbing thing here. So you can climb all the way into the thing here from the ground. You just have to navigate between the engines here and go up here. So that works really well. That will simplify that problem. So yes, cool. So let's just retract those ones. So cool. So we want to build a lifter for this now, because yes, it's, of course we will build a lifter. We have not enough delta V to leave here. So what one we have now is also cool. I really like this part. Let's see, that's too big. Let's get another one. So we have now these structural tubes, which we can decide how long they were gonna be. Let's go for medium there, because that will give us room enough to go around there. So what I'm thinking here, I wanted the copper first. Let's first check my staging here. They are not on the same stage. Those can be there. Yeah, it could be. Yes, they can be together. I will just activate everything at the same time. No, maybe not. I'm not. We don't know how fast we will do our re-entry, so yes, let's keep the option of manually starting our parachutes. So we can see here we have a craft of 11,000 now, so it's nice. It weighs a lot, but yeah, it probably could be much lighter, but it will not be as cool. Okay, so first of all, let's, before we start in everything inside a fairing, I want to do a simple command of just, I want a simple command to do, so I don't have to click on all of these things here. Please, there we go. So toggle that one. Cool, so now it's in its own action group, so we can get everything out by pressing the one key. So let's retract. Retract. Let's see if I can retract. So now everything is tucked in. Cool, so what we want now is a payload. There is a new one for even fatter things here. I'm not sure why it's not, it's not clicking on here, but you can see how fat that one. But I don't need a really fat one today. So this lifter will be very fat. Why is this not working? Is it because of this? Yeah, probably. So let's just do a fast shape. We will fix that later, so it looks nicer. Cool, so now everything is interfering because the aerodynamic properties of this craft will probably not be very good. I'm too lazy to find out, but I think you maybe could force it, but I'm not sure how the structural parts works aerodynamically yet, because I haven't tried it out so much. It is kind of aerodynamic, but yeah, it will probably create a lot of drag. So let's start with the fuel tanks. What do I want? I want one of these, and then I want one of these. Bam. So now we have a shape, so we can design around it. As you can see here, what I want to do is kind of create the same shape here, first in the opposite direction. So maybe we should make it a little bit shorter. Let's see. I'm thinking. I think we want to make it medium. I've already done this once, but yes, I have to redo it here. Delete fairing. Build fairing. So let's try to create the same shape. Yes, I want it to be longer. I regret that because we need a little bit more room. So let's see. Build fairing. So now we have a little bit more room, so we can keep that almost the same degree of the angle there. And then we want to create the same shape, double up on that shape. Let's see. Will not allow us to do the same shape. Let's see. So I want it to be kinda like this. Okay, probably not the best aerodynamic properties, but look at this. At least the shape is kind of the same. Yes, I kind of like that. It's a cool shape. So we got a lot of new engines. I've already showed you guys this one, of course. But so now we kind of need some engines for our lifter stage here. Let's first get that on its own stage. So we have a lot of fuel here. There will be more than enough here. So what I kind of go in for is thrust weight ratio and a high ISP. So we could, the cool thing about this part, if we lift this up, we want to work under the rocket now, we can attach 5 rockets on this part, and there is a fuel tank in its own stage, and it's already aerodynamic nicely here, so you can see it will be protected from the drag. So let's see. That was a really weird explanation. Yeah, it wasn't good at all. I'm not sure what I was trying to go there. So So we have this one. So if we was using this one, we will have already at the launch pad. We will already have a high to thrust ratio, and this one has also a look. But we are not going for that. We're going for multiple engines. We could go with T40s, you can see here, but it will not give us the thrust weight ratio that high, and you can see it's 310, so that is not good enough for us. But we have a cool one called Skiff here. This is a new one, as of let's see here, 265 on the ground, which is okay. Okay, it's not great, but it's okay. It's very okay, and you can see I can put out shards here, so you can see now we have a thrust weight ratio of 1.22. So yeah, it's a really simple one stage go to space stage with a high thrust weight ratio. We can see here at the launch pad it will give us a 1.22, which more than enough, and it gives us a total of let's see here. It gives us a total of 384, which would be more than enough. But the thing is, this is not very dynamic, but it looks good. I kind of go for that old book, science fiction, very round, and everything looks round and shapely. Not like a sleek arrow or anything, so I wanted to go with that look. But we want to force, we can see here, let's see where are our aerodynamic things. Oh man, it's all the way down there, which will make it almost impossible to control, but it's a lot better than all the is here, so it's better than it is up there. So yeah, if you have to compare. So we could go, as you can see now, I'm changing. So let's get some symmetry going here. So we could go with 4 of these. I wonder if it will be enough to be able to steer it easily. Because yes, we have only a reaction wheel up here. But I think it will work. I built a test launcher, my own design here, but I went with 8 of these. Now I feel like I have to, but I kind of... Okay, let's find out. We can do a small test. I think it can be a good thing to find out if 4 winglets is enough to control it easily. Yeah, so you can see at the launch pad we can go full on here. It's so cool. So this is how it looks on the launch pad. It's it's like a bullet. It's a bullet, yes. So I wonder if 4 winglets is enough. I put 8 on my test version. So, but I think 4 may be more than enough. Yeah. So let's go 50 meters per second before we start tilting. So we have some power going, so we can easily control it. I wonder if 4 of these will be enough. It's not that super heavy. Let's see, it weighs 100 tons, but most of it is here because 10 tons is around here. Okay, I should probably tilt it now. So let's see. I usually find out if I have lost enough winglets when I hit about 10,000 meters, because then it starts to get heavy there. So yeah, it's I probably should shape the fairing a little bit more leaner and thinner, so because this will create a little bit wind resistance that I don't like, but it's cool design. You have to do stuff cool, otherwise it's... Yeah, so let's keep going. I think it works well actually, even with 4 wingless. Maybe I often overdo stuff for safety reasons. Okay, I should probably tilt it more aggressively here, but we have... Yes. It wants to... Okay, I need to throttle down because it's just going up. Too high thrust to weight ratio, and the rocket will just want to go straight up into the... Not the best gravity turn, but I just want to find out how it behaves, and I think it behaves fine. Let's just see how it goes here. So now we've started to gain some speed, so that should create some heat. Unfortunately, I have a mod now that is doing re-entry effects. I have to remove it, as you will see soon. After the 1.4 upgrade, it just makes it red. Okay. Yeah, this is going very well. And these guys are, I think it was a really good ISP in vacuum. Let's just circulate here fast. Let's see, add maneuver. What's that? It's a satellite carrier that still's alive. So let's point on into the prograde. Yes, 4 winglets is more than enough to do it, yeah, but yeah, it flies very well. As you see, I was flying very non-optimal here, and I think I will be able to circularize here very easily. Did I forgot to press circularize, so 800, yeah, that went really well. It's really, yeah, I had tons of Delta V left. Could probably empty out some fuel if I wanted to. So let's speed this up a bit. Let's see. Let's go full throttle. I have to go back to the vehicle assembly building after I've circularized here, because I want to find out how good these guys are in vacuum. Because it was 265 at sea level, so cool. Yeah, that went by. Let's just make a taste stage instead. And roll these guys out. Stage. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, that one was good that I made a test fly, because I forgot to add a decoupler here. So I'm totally attached to that one. Okay, cool. So we found some errors by a test flight. It's usually good to do one. So yeah, so let's remedy our problems. And so first of all, the coupler. Oh, let's put it back. Coupler. It's this size. So here. What more did I talk about? Yes. So that's done. Cool. So this is done here. Let's save here, and I just want to check out the engines again. It's so hard with the new one, because the other ones are kind of new. The vacuum impulse is actually really... Oh, that's the thrust. Stupid me. 330, yeah, that's a really good vacuum ISP. So yeah, it's not that bad. You start with a little bit less. Let's compare it to the Terrier 30, which is almost the same. 265. And what's the thrust on that one? That's 230. It's more thrust. It takes 7. So yes, it takes, yeah, it's actually like a better Terrier engine, yeah. But what's this, the Terrier? Terrier is 310 in space. And this is where, yeah, so it's a little bit better. It uses a little bit more fuel, but otherwise it's kind of better than the T30, that's nice. So yeah, that was everything for this episode. So in the next episode we will go into space with the Jebediah, landing this on the moon and going back. So yeah, we're just gonna remember to plant that flag too, otherwise that mission will be wasted. Okay, cool. So that was everything for this episode, and as always, thank you for watching.